hug.
Me too.
I
Listen,
cried a lot.
the ending was so sad and happy. I wanted to be mad at Jim for the whole movie because of what he did, but I guess um, he made it right. But still,
What can I say? It made me cry.
yeah,
Oh, lesson I learned. Never,
yes,
never ride a spaceship going to other planets.
yes, that's true.
And
Let's be content with Earth.
yes, because nothing will gonna happen. Nothing like that will happen if you don't ride that spaceship. That's the first lesson.
Well, one thing that I really want to take away from that is, first of all, I will always be honest with you. Of course, I'll tell you anything because our relationship is pure and may not be perfect, but we'll always try to be, and that's what makes a good relationship. And I know I'll be there
Yes.
for you whenever you have anything.
I'm so
And
happy. I cried a lot. I had a lot of pimples.
me too. I shaved over one this morning.
The movie also shows how girl love, like many girl can relate in that movie. That I'm that I started to cry again.
You take your time. But Jim really didn't deserve
Yes, he didn't deserve it because he killed. What's the name of the girl?
if they met in any other circumstance, it would be okay.
Yes. I started crying. I mean, many girls can relate with that. Even most of the girls have that. Like, if they love someone, even, I'm not, okay, even boys. Even boys. There are also boys like that. I know some boys are like that. That if you really love someone, even if they hurt you so much, you're still gonna forgive them at the end. Sometimes you don't need to hear that they are sorry. Why am I crying? Because I get affected.
It's not that they need to hear that you're sorry. It's that they need to see you actually change.
Yeah. And some I don't know, because maybe people love so much. When people love so much, they like they didn't really care if they were hurt, as long as the man or the people they love will stay with them. Sometimes the fact that they don't want to lose that man, they will just forgive everything. Which is for me right now. I don't know. Before that was like, I was like that before. I was like,
Yes.
I was like that before, but now, like, you don't need to forgive or like to accept someone who's not deserving.
Yes.
Like, letting go is most of the time, most of the time, if the relationship is so toxic and it you both of you are not growing anymore, letting go is really the best thing you can do. Not only for yourself but for your partner. Because if you keep someone or if you force someone to stay with in your life, at the end you already knew that it really not working anymore. You are just both ruining each other life instead of letting that person, or letting yourself to like fall for someone or meet someone else, someone who's gonna be the right one for you.
Relationships are like building a house. You have to start with a strong foundation, and that foundation is honesty and love, of
Yes.
course. And when you build a house, you have to show effort all the time. If you stop building the house, it does not have a roof. The relationship is not complete, and the relationship will fail. So you have to keep building. And if you make a mistake, you damage a part of the house, and you can leave it like that, the house will fail as well. So you
Yes.
have to keep repairing those damages that you do, and ultimately the goal is to build the full house,
Yes.
and that being the whole relationship. And you know what? I'm committed to it.
I know. That movie made me cry. But I'm not gonna but I'm not gonna forgive Jim.
Well, what he did was really bad.
Yes. Because he let someone like because the girl, is it Lara? It's Lara, right? What's the name of the girl?
It's Aurora.
Aurora. Ang layo. Aurora. The reason why he fell in love to Jim is because she has no one else to fall in love with. It's like you're the only two people in the world, and you don't have any choice, or you don't meet someone else aside from that person. So and and so it means there no there there's always a chance that you fall for each other like that. So it's being selfish. You force that to do. Force it.
And you know what? If they woke up on the same planet, and Jim didn't do what he did, they might have gotten together.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you take away her free choice,
Yes.
then it's not love. It's
That's-
just you're making things work together.
That's free. That free choice. That choice. He take that away to Aurora. Aurora.
Like kidnapping her.
And because Aurora really fall in love with Jim, he accept everything. He even sacrifices her life. Like instead of go to hibernating again and walk up like 88 years after, she chose to stay with Jim, which is because she loves him. Even Jim did really a bad thing. That's when people fall in love too much. They tend to forgive, no matter how bad. I can't blame her because she loves him. She loves him. I don't know.
Some things that are unforgivable though. If it's like, back to the whole building a house. If you say take a hammer to the wall, you can repair that. But if you burn the whole house down, and if you try to repair that, the house will never be the same.
Yeah. I'm trying to process it. Why will you burn the house?
No. It's like if you make a really, really bad mistake, like that's the same as burning the whole house down.
Oh, okay, get it now.
The house is the analogy of the relationship.
What you mean is if you just did something, if just a small thing, like just
A small
Hammer.
thing can be forgiven.
yes, but when you did something really big, it will never go back
Never be.
to
Yes.
what it was before. Yes. That movie is so
It had a lot of lessons, but a lot of emotions too.
yes.
Falling in love is not something you can force, but it's something that can happen. Like when I met you, I wasn't expecting.
Aww.
Wasn't expecting it. I wasn't trying to force it. We just ended up falling in love.
Yes. Sometimes some yeah. Most of the people tend to find love. Especially
These
right
days,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, these days, like even teens, even like just like I know, like
Things like Tinder.
children's. No, it. I mean, even people who still young, they tend to find to look for someone.
Yes, that's right.
They are so like I mean, they want to have that someone. Everybody look for that someone, for their someone rather, because they really want to fall in love, even if they just s- like young, even if they are still young.
The problem with that though is that people don't know who they are first before they try to find love.
Yes, and and it's not good because in the past summit I attended, one of the speaker said, "You cannot give something you don't have." I will really search for who said it. It's one of our speakers. It's the BDJ first online journaling summit. I attended that one. That you can't give someone or something that you don't have. You can't have someone to love you, to respect you, if you don't love, respect yourself first and appreciate yourself first. So what I would like to say, I mean, what I want to point out is, instead of looking for someone, try to do like you're looking for someone because you want them to love you, right? To feel to make you happy. That's the I mean, some of the reason or most of the reason why people want to find their someone is because they want to be happy. They want someone who will be sweet to them, or someone who will like appreciate them, love them. And when
Have a hold of their hearts.
yeah, and when that someone cannot fulfill that, that's when they feel so hurt, like he don't love me anymore, something like that. But instead of looking someone who can love you, respect you, appreciate you, try to do that for yourself. This is like an advice to those who to those people who keep finding someone. I've been there. I've been there, right? Yeah. I can't blame you because you just want to be happy. And
We've all been there, but we've all
yeah.
learned from our lessons.
Yes, and people just want to be happy. No, who don't want to be happy, right? But try to make yourself happy more. Because most of the time, like me, for example, like me, when I didn't search for someone who will make me happy, when I do it for myself first, like you met me like I'm not super alright. You know that. I'm gonna cry again. I'm gonna cry again. I don't want. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that because I think I don't need, it's not that I don't need someone to fix myself, but because I know that I'm not yet ready. I know that I want to be the best version of my first myself first. Yeah, that's the time. And then I don't look for you or for a man. Just it's yes, you suddenly came.
It's not like I'd like to add, um, you can't love other people without loving yourself. So you have to love yourself before you love others. Um, but sometimes you might not be the best version of yourself before you meet someone else. The whole point of a relationship is to grow together.
Yes.
So as long as you repair your old wounds before you fall in love, then you can build a fantastic life and grow with that person.
But don't look for someone just to
No.
be with you, like just to accompany you in your when you're despair.
That's selfish.
That's what James did. Don't be like Jim. Because it's really unfair to Aurora. Yeah, at the end they fall in love. It's a happy ever after for them. But because Aurora don't have any choice. Did Jim took that away from her.
But yeah, they live happy. But if there was any other man on that ship,
Yes.
there's a possibility that she would have found more happiness with somebody else. But who knows? She never will find out.
Yes. But
Who knows?
don't I know. Don't take someone and don't take someone's choice. Like I mean, how can I say this? Don't take away the chance of choosing something to someone. Because we all have a choice. Even sometimes we think that we don't have any choice. There's still a choice. We just too sad or too frustrated to see the other choice.
And you know, a part of having a successful long distance relationship is that we don't hold each other back.
Yes.
We are trusting that we love each other, but we don't expect each other to love each other.
Yes. That's
Constantly work together.
I mean that's one thing that I really want other people to understand. When you love someone, even you love them so much, we tend to expect more from them. Expect that they will love us the same way we love them. I used to be like that. Like if I love you like this, you should. I'm expecting you to love me like that. If I give you all my time, I'm expecting you to give me all my time, all your time, which is not really good. I realized that because even when we don't know each other, or you, for example, that before you met the someone you love, you have your own life. Meeting the right person doesn't give you the right like to own their life or to make them focus to you. That's not okay. That's
It's smothering. It's like choking them.
yeah.
Don't do that.
You will just people will just say nakakasakal but you will not realize that because you do it for love. Don't expect someone. I don't expect something for someone. I guess that's one of the lesson I learned. Don't expect something from someone, even your loved ones. Yeah.
And never assume either. So
Yes.
it's always and I'll ask this now too. You can always let me know, by the way, if there's anything I could do better in my relationship. Because hey, we're not perfect.
Yes.
And I'm always going to try to improve the way I love you, because while I don't expect you to love me, I want to give you everything because I love you.
Yeah. Love without expecting any. What? How can you say that? Love.
Without expectation is pure love, in my opinion.
Yes. Or don't love if you just gonna love that person because you want them to love you. That's not. That's not real love. That's selfishness. Yeah. When you love someone, show them like, and don't expect them to love you like that, or to to return all the efforts, the love that you gave to them, because we have our own ways of showing our love. The way I show how I love you doesn't mean it's the same how you show you love me.
We each have our own love languages. Our love language is like the way we want to be loved and the way we love. It might be different from the way you want to be loved and the way you love.
Yes.
And learning about each other's love languages is also very important, because if you don't know that, then there's no way to show reciprocal. Have reciprocal.
Just love. Love, 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 love. And love without expecting anything in return. Yes, I said it right.
I love without expecting anything in return. Eyes in 2020.
Yes. Because, for example, long distance relationship is really hard. This is like,
It is.
like us. We are 12 hours apart, and means you're gonna wake up the time I'm gonna sleep.
Sometimes, yes.
And the other way around. I'm gonna wake up when you're about to sleep. Which is,
Yes.
but we we give, or we put efforts to stay still awake just to talk each other, which is good. But it doesn't mean that you need, like, I mean, we are updating each other is enough to us. How's your sleep? How's your day? What are your plans for today? How's your day? Like that. That's
What are your
enough
dreams?
for us.
What are your hopes? What are your challenges?
You know, what happened to your day? That's enough to us. Unlike some other people, I can relate to this before, guys.
Yes.
Because before, I want you to text me or to message me 24 hours. Like, if you didn't reply within a minute after I texted you, I'm gonna get mad. That's who I am before. That's so toxic. Sorry to my ex. I've been such a toxic girlfriend before.
I have an admission as well. I was like that too.
Yeah.
I always assumed the worst when someone didn't respond to me immediately.
Yes.
But that's where trust comes into play, because
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to trust that they're okay, and that they might, for instance, if they don't reply to you immediately, they might just need their space, and that's okay.
Yes. And because they have their work, they have things to do. Their
They have their
lives
life.
don't, yeah, their lives don't in
You
hi
can't take
mama.
away their life
Yes,
for your life.
yes, yes, yes. That's why just updating
It's
each
important
other
to share.
every day.
It's also important to share something together.
Yes.
Like, I have my job, you have your job, but now we can share something.
Yes.
Hey, YouTube channel, for instance, and our hobbies. We love to draw, we love to paint, we love to take photos. We love certain movies, we love certain books, certain genres of things. It's important to have those commonalities, because those are
Yes.
something you share separate from your own life.
Then find things that you have in common. That's a good advice. Find things that you have in common, and then do that together, but not all the time. Hey, Mamo, that's like do that as your bonding moment. So you still have
It's a bonding,
yeah.
but if you have too much bonding, then you're choking the
Yes.
other part of the person's life. Don't do that.
People always say that communication is like one secret to make relationship work. But they should say, or for me, it should be good communication,
Good point.
not just communication. Because if we say communication, hey, I'm texting you, that's communication. You have to reply to me within a minute. That's bad communication. But like an open communication, like you talk about your life, like you talk everything, not everything. I mean, important details, like
Do you succeed today? Well,
yeah,
hey, and if we're talking to our audience, Isa is one of the most successful people I've seen.
no,
Go
I'm
from
not.
from anywhere she stands, she can find something that she loves and take it across the finish line every single time. Every single time, anything that you get into, you find success in, and I'm so proud of you. I just gotta say.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's I maybe I just like learning new things. Like if I'm gonna do this, I need to learn this. But it doesn't mean that I'm good or something that I'm great. For me, it's not. I always told you that I'm not. I'm not best of anything. I can do many things, but I am not best with anything.
It doesn't matter if you're the master in something. It matters if you were dedicated to that and if you learned. And you are one heck of a fast learner. My goodness, she taught herself advanced physics in like a week.
Because one of my client before want me to do her assignment.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't do that.
But another thing is like supporting each other. That's when I guess, oh, we're making this like super long, but it's okay. I'm gonna chop this.
Maybe it'll be in 2 parts.
Yes, I'm gonna.
Like our date night and the secret to long distance relationship are
Yeah.
2 parts.